beautiful Cancer babies. Welcome to True North Zodiac Tarot. My name is Elle, I'm a tarot reader, and today I'm going to be doing another timeless reading for you guys. So all the readings on my channel are timeless. So whenever you're drawn to, try that again. Whenever you're drawn to this reading, whether it's from the picture or the title, just trust that there might be a message for you. If it doesn't resonate, never make it fit, never squash it to make it fit. Just means there's not a message in this particular reading for you, and try another one another day. No harm, no foul. Okay, Cancers. So Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node. Let's see what has been going on for you. What's been going on for Cancer? What has been going on for Cancer? Woo. The Moon. I love it. Straight off the bat, your energy right here. Cancer is ruled by the Moon. So, and we've just had, if you are watching this at the time of upload, we have just had the full moon eclipse in Taurus. So you guys might have been really feeling this just because Cancers are, you're the feeling sign, and being ruled by the moon, you tend to really feel anything moon related, like full moons and eclipses and things like that. So you might have been going through a bit of a intense eclipse season, perhaps. Maybe some illusions, some fear, some old stuff coming up. You can see in this particular card, I quite like this moon card. It's got like a little pussycat who's looking in the reflection of the water, and what he's really seeing is this panther. But it might not even be necessarily as shadowy as that. It could be like you guys just really reveling in being sort of doing your witchy things. Maybe for those of you who are into that kind of stuff, you might have been doing some yummy witchy like moon rituals, or like something for the full moon. So what's coming in for you? We've got Knight of Pentacles, so some lovely grounding earth energy after this moon phase has been moving out. So taking action, Knights are about taking action towards something that's going to bring you a bit of stability and security. It's earth energy, so it's quite methodical. It's a little bit like slow and steady wins the race, but we're gonna get there at the end. So let's see what else is coming in for Cancer. Whoa, two cards out at the same time. Ooh, Death. So possibly cutting away something, or an ending of something that hasn't really been serving you. I feel like this is kind of, I'm getting a vibe of someone like cutting cords or something with someone or something. Interesting. And then we've got Page of Wands here, which is possibly taking a step in a new direction, following a path, possibly setting off on some kind of journey. This could be a physical journey, so it could be that you're going traveling, or it could be more of a like metaphysical journey, a bit of a spiritual journey, or a journey inwards towards your creative self. This person is wearing orange, which is linked with the sacral chakra, which is all about your like passions, your creative drive, your creative impulse, your sensuality. You know, like think about what lights you up, like what turns you on, what gets you going, like what do you want, you know, what are you trying to create. Yeah, there's a bit of a death and rebirth with the Death card. It's never like just death, that's it. It's like always death, but followed by rebirth. So after this whatever this ending is, or this cutting away of something or clearing something out, there's a regeneration towards something creative. It's clearing space for something creative to come through, and it's quite a beautiful childlike kind of innocent energy. Page energy it's the youngest of the court cards, so he's not got the responsibility yet of a king or a queen. He's not kind of mastered something. He's just starting his journey. He's got that like beginner's mind. What else is coming in for Cancer? Oh, what did I just say about creativity? And then we get a card with someone painting outside. I mean, you can't make this up. This is just gorgeous. Yeah, there's a cutting away of something This could be like your old illusions or things that have been holding you back. This could be even cutting away or the ending of something that was bringing you some kind of, I'm hearing false security or stability. Like, it's like you couldn't fly with this Knight of Pentacles. It's like he's got one foot still on the ground. It's like something to do with how you were earning money, maybe. It could be something to do with how you were earning money. Let me get a clarifying card on that. What is this Knight of Pentacles? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what I felt. 8 of Pentacles, what you've been working towards. 10 of Wands, heavy burden. Like you can see this person's trying to get up a mountain with all these wands, and it's like she's just got a little bit further to go, but man, is she tired. It's like carrying these blooming wands for these people is exhausting me, and I can't do it anymore, and I'm exhausted, and I've got to put them down. It's like this whole part of the reading, the Moon, Knight of Pentacles, Death, it's like there's a cutting away of something to do with what you've been working towards that has been a burden, or you've been striving towards something, possibly in terms of a job or how you've been earning money or how you've been creating security or stability for yourself, that you need to just cut away. It's going to end in some way, because Cancer, you're going on a creative journey. You're taking the first steps. It's a bit scary. You're a bit nervous, but you've got your knapsack here, and you've got your little lizard guiding you here, and your little orange cat, and you're taking those steps. And I feel like for some of you, there's like very autumnal energy here. So this might have been happening throughout this autumn. I'm in the northern hemisphere, so we just sort of had autumn. It's about to finish if you're watching it at the time of upload. But whenever the last autumn period was for you, you might have been going on a bit of this, stepping into this journey, taking those steps towards unlocking your creativity. And this doesn't strictly have to be like you're painting the next Mona Lisa or anything. Like, it's just opening up the doorway towards I'm sort of seeing like just going through a gateway, if you like, towards like opening a gate. It's like you've taken some kind of gate. It's like gateway drug, but like there's like a step you've done. Maybe you've gone on an actual physical journey. You've gone traveling or something, or you've gone somehow out of your comfort zone, and you've taken something that's led you towards this Page of Cups, which is, like I said, page energy is that newbie, that beginner's mind, that like, hey, let's just give this a go and see what happens. Like, you don't have to be too worried at this point. You're just playing, you're just having fun, you're just trying something, you're just, approaching it with a beginner's mind, with a air of curiosity. And Cups is to do with what fills your cup up, if you want to think of it that way. It's not so much what lights you up. That's Page of Wands. It's like what fulfills you emotionally, what makes you happy. It's like you're a crab, Cancer, so it's like swimming in your happy waters. What are your happy waters? There's something around your creativity. And like I said, this is showing someone painting, but for some of you, you might be sitting there being like me, because I can't paint to save my life, or I can't draw to save my life. So you might be like, yeah, but I don't paint. Like, I don't want to paint. That's not what I want to do. You don't have to paint. You have to do whatever is swimming in your creative waters. So for some of you, that might be writing. For some of you, that might be content creating. For some of you, that might be making like holistic products, or creating like soaps, or which is funny because I got a similar vibe for Aries, so you may want to watch the Aries reading if you've got Aries in your chart somewhere as well. But it could be just making something, making jewelry, sewing, embroidery, vision boarding, anything like that. Whatever lights your boat, whatever floats your boat, whatever lights your boat. I'm crossing phrases there. Whatever lights you up, and whatever floats your boat, that's what you're heading towards, Cancer. We got there in the end. Okay, let's see what oracle cards. What is oops, keep forgetting to shuffle these. Yeah, interesting. I just split the deck and we've got walking away there. We'll see if that comes out again. But there's something with that death card of like you're leaving something behind. And even if you're not able to like physically walk away from it yet because you need to do it for money to put food on the table or whatever, it's like you're kind of you're energetically cutting ties with it. You're energetically severing ties with something that is like a burden to you, or someone that's a burden to you, or some job or some project or something's been a burden. Something is it's ending, you're getting rid of it, you're cutting the cord on it. Whoa, that went flying. Sorry, 1 second. That's it. Second chakra. I didn't actually ask the question of what you're leaving, but I don't think with that, but I actually feel like this is more of what you're moving into, because second chakra is related to creativity. So I feel like that's this one here. What is Cancer leaving? What energy is Cancer moving out of? Yeah, third chakra. But it's like moving out of sort of yang energy is what I'm getting. Like, look at the difference between these two. Like, this is quite masculine yang energy, and this is very feminine yin energy, and this is very like getting your sort of shining your light and putting yourself out in the world and getting money and like being very strong and doing third chakra stuff, which is like self-empowerment and everything like that. And it's not like saying, oh, you're leaving this behind, so like you're not going to be shining your light anymore. It's just saying like that energy of needing to do that is something that you're not going to be as focused on, because your focus is moving towards this sacral chakra energy of being more creative and focusing on what lights you up, what your creative passions are, what emotionally fulfills you with the Page of Cups. What else is coming in for Cancer? What else is coming in? Whoa. Interesting. Financial constraints. Yeah, so some of you might well be leaving a job or a work situation or something that you've been working towards behind. Something to do with your stability or security. And you're moving into a period of needing to save a little bit or fall back on savings so you can pursue this creative passion. Interesting. Sorry, the lighting is a little bit bright there. What else is coming in for Cancer? Oh my goodness. What did I just say about yin yang? You can't make this up. This is crazy. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna move financial constraints kind of under this, because it's a bit of a scary photo, but I don't feel like it's sort of making it look a bit worse than what it actually is. I think it's just there's going to be a little bit of a need to maybe, what I'm hearing is like you won't be able to spend as much because whilst you focus your energy on this creative pursuit or creative passion or new project, or going in this direction of following your creative side or your yin side, your feminine side for a little bit and balancing that out, it's like you're maybe not going to be making quite the salary initially as what you were when you were in this like stable foot on the ground, like, hey, I can still just keep one foot on the earth and not have to go anywhere because like I've got my stability and security coming in, and like it's a drag, but you know, Eight of Pentacles, I've been working towards it for quite a while and I'm pretty good at my job and, you know, blah, 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 all of that kind of thing. And this might have been something, this whole working through all of this and realizing how much of a burden it's been might have been something that has come up during this like full moon eclipse, and it's like this is sort of ending, it's being like eclipsed out of your life, this yang period of like work, like, you know, there's two Pentacles cards here, so both earth energy, both working energy, like putting effort towards something. But like 10 of Wands is like 10 is the end of a cycle. It's like something's closing out, you're completing it, you're going to just get those broomsticks to the top of the mountain and then you need to put them down, Cancer, because it's exhausting. It's like burning you out, or like it's not sustainable, or you're not able to, like, there's not enough time or energy to tap into your creative side. So yeah, there's a need to, going back to these cards, I'm going to put the yin and yang in the middle. There's a need to find a balance between this masculine yang solar plexus energy of like self-empowerment and putting yourself out in the world and getting your money and being really stable and all of that stuff, and like your yin side of like your creative, sensual, passionate, like what you enjoy, like what you're doing things just for enjoyment's sake, doing something that brings you pleasure, like just tapping back into that side will be very nourishing and really help you find that balance, because yin yang is all about finding that harmony and that balance between your masculine side and your feminine side, and there's a need to rebalance somehow. There's a need to find that, like, what I'm hearing is like unearth that creative child within. Woo, that's quite deep. So what's coming to mind is the book The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. That could be quite useful for you if you're going on this sort of artistic journey of unearthing your creative child or artistic child within, because that part of you may have been shamed or put into this sort of shadow of yourself. Yeah. I'm just seeing if there's any other messages, but I think that's pretty clear cut. There's not really a lot more I can elaborate on with this, Cancer. I feel like you're going on a bit of a journey towards like tapping into your feminine side and your creative side and finding your passions again, unearthing the things that maybe thinking about, like stuff that you used to love doing as a kid, like what used to light you up, like what did you used to enjoy when you were younger. And you know, that can evolve as you get older for sure. So it might be that you enjoyed art when you were younger, but the type of art might change. Like maybe when you were younger you liked painting, but like now you're thinking of like doing photography, and you've been always wanting to do that, and it's like now you're severing those ties with something that's been a burden for you with that 10 of Wands, and you're moving towards allowing the space and time and energy towards trying, you know, that journey, like going on a photography journey, or like, you know, writing something, just playing. I'm getting there's a need to just kind of allow your inner child to play. It hasn't been able to do that for a while because you've been in this sort of third chakra area, or this like doing this Knight of Pentacles, like gotta provide for my family and gotta put food on the table and I've got to keep one foot on the ground, we can't just fly off into the air. It's like, it's sort of like conditioning that's come from, for some of you, there's like been some conditioning from childhood around like needing to sort of be the masculine provider, you know, needing to be the one that provides for the family, or like, you know, earns the money, and you've got, you know, you've got to do something that like makes the family look good, or like something that's stable, something that's like secure, something that earns a lot of money, that kind of thing. And it's like, oh, this stuff, this painting nonsense that you do, that's not going to give you anything. That's not going to, just being drawn back to the financial constraints card. It's like, this could be a bit of a limiting belief that you may need to work on around this creative self being able to ever earn any money. It's like, perhaps you feel that if you cut ties with this work, pentacle stuff, whatever that situation was, it's like you're gonna just have an empty bank account forever. And I don't feel like that is the case. Like, yeah, sure, there might be some savings that, you know, or you might need to do both. Like, you know, that is kind of what this is saying, yin yang. It's like there's a need to find balance. Like, maybe you need to do both somehow, carve out time for both. Like, you still need to work, or maybe for some of you, you still need to like put food on the table. Yes, like maybe you've got a family you need to support, and it's not viable to lean on one person's income or something, for sure. Like, I get that. You know, we're not suggesting like just go quit your job tomorrow, but there's just a need to kind of like, you know, could there be something around like cutting your hours back in your job so that you're not doing, you know, 5 days a week and burning yourself out and feeling like this person with that 10 of wands, like, oh my God, I just get to the end of the week. I'm getting this vibe of like, I just need to get to Friday and then I can collapse exhausted for the weekend watching Netflix or something. No criticism whatsoever, because I have been there. I'm currently very blessed. I'm traveling right now and I'm doing my business, but like, I have been there in the relatively recent past, of just working a 5-day full-time job and then being to us. In fact, that's actually part of why I stopped my channel earlier on. So full disclosure, here we go. This is part of why I stopped my own channel. I have another channel. This is a new channel for me doing the zodiac readings, but I have another channel called Elle the Modern Priestess, which is pick a card readings. And I was doing those at the beginning of the year and end of last year, as well as seeing private clients. And then I needed to save extra money to go traveling. And so for several months, I was working in a full-time job. And it was a great job. It was a librarian, which was pretty cool. But I was exhausted at the end of the week and I had no time to plug into my spiritual work or my creative work or my muse or do and create anything else, because just doing a full-time job took it out of me. And like, I've been able to find that balance now. I've been able to go back and do this yin stuff now because I've carved out that space. It's been tight. I'm not gonna lie, it's been tight. I had to like cut back and there were less spendings, but that's it's sort of saying, I feel like there's a bit of a message around maybe needing to sacrifice a little bit of financial security and stability in order to honor that like creative side of yourself, because it's really important to find that balance between your like yin side and your like putting effort out in the world and making money and doing work and like honoring your creativity. And this isn't going to be forever. Like, it's just for a period while you find that balance and that equilibrium and that harmony between your yin and yang side. You're not always going to be in, I'm just going to put this back under here. You're not always going to be in financial constraint. I think I'm going to pull one more card. You guys, Cancers, you've got so many more energy cards. Don't tell the other piles. So many more energy cards than not the other piles, the other the other zodiac signs. Don't tell the other zodiac signs that I pulled way more energy oracle cards for you guys, because I love my Cancers. Wow, caring connections. Yeah, I feel like for many of you, and I hope this is the case, and if it's not, it's saying that a caring connection is coming in. But I feel like for many of you, you have a caring connection in your life that is like really, really supportive and that will allow you to be able to like focus on this sort of yin side. Like they're going to be this sort of support for you whilst you do this creative work and this artwork, or this spiritual work, or this passion project, or this whatever it is that you're being called to. Whatever your yin thing is, however you need to do that. You've got caring connections here who can support you through that. Or if you don't right now, you will have some, like you'll attract that through virtue of stepping out on that path towards your creativity. You're going to attract someone in who will really support you through it, so that you'll be able to find that balance somehow. And like I said, it might be a bit of juggling, a bit of juggling for a bit. It might be a bit of sort of doing a bit of both, a bit of part-time work and a bit of creative project, you know, a bit of or you know, you have to work out for yourself how you want to balance it, whether it's like part of the year you do the yang stuff and the work and the putting things out there and whatever, and then the other part of the year you do your like creative projects, your Page of Cups stuff, the stuff that brings you like happiness and emotional fulfillment. But I feel like it's like getting to a point where you want to integrate it. Like it's like you want both in your life in some way. And 2 + 2 here with the 22 in numerology, that adds to 4, which is all about foundations. The number 4 is about creating a solid foundation. So it's like you can create a solid foundation that's harmonizing both your yin and your yang self. So yeah, I think that's really exciting. Put that back on top. Yeah. You're definitely letting go of something that's been a big burden. You're cutting ties with something that has been such hard work for you. You're coming to the end of a cycle that has been really hard work for you. And you're going on this new creative journey, or it could be a physical journey, it could be travel, but I feel like it's more of an inner journey, finding your own magic. It's like he's got a wand with this magic coming out of it. Like you're finding your power within again, you're finding your passions, you're waking those back up. And you're headed towards your Page of Cups, finding this happiness, doing your creative thing. Doing your creative thing, Cancer. Yeah, beautiful, gorgeous energy. Love this journey for you. So don't forget to comment below if this resonated. I would love to hear. And hit the like button if you liked it, and it will tell YouTube to send it out to other Cancerian folk out there who might like it as well. That would be really appreciated by me. What else? Hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I next upload a reading. All the best with this journey. Please feel free to share if you feel comfortable doing that, about what this creative time is going to be for you. I'd love to hear. Otherwise, all the best, and I will see you in the next reading. All my love. Bye, Cancer.